defying death.
Lucky guy for sure. A 20-year-old man survived falling from a 4th-story balcony over the weekend inside the famous Luxor Hotel in Las Vegas. Associated Press reported police say the unnamed man either jumped or fell from the balcony around 9:30 p.m. on Saturday. The man reportedly fell from the pyramid-shaped hotel's 4th-floor balcony, but fortunately some of the hotel's decorations saved him before he smashed into the ground. Lucky for him, he only suffered minor injuries and was taken to a hospital for treatment. Police told the Las Vegas Review-Journal that alcohol played a role in the incident. Others who had similar experiences weren't so lucky though, according to Las Vegas Review-Journal. In 2012, a 21-year-old California native met the floor after accidentally plunging 5 stories from the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Vegas. Another incident covered in the Las Vegas Review-Journal reported a 38-year-old man also accidentally plunged 9 stories off the Hard Rock Hotel's balcony. Have you ever been this lucky before?
Live fish truck explodes. Thankfully, no one was injured. Last month in Taichung City in central Taiwan, in the hours just before the morning rush hour, a fish tank truck exploded. Nearby residents were shocked awake by the sound and impact of the explosion. Thankfully, the driver of the truck escaped relatively unscathed. Both his eardrums were ruptured and he had some mild burns and bruises. Investigators determined that an oxygen tank on board the truck had exploded. The truck transports live fish from the harbor to various restaurants in Taichung, which is why the empty truck was also carrying oxygen tanks. However, the tanks were old, rusted, and well past their safety inspection dates. Several drivers and residents had the windows of their cars or houses blown out by the impact of the explosion. That's a heck of a wake-up call. No fish were injured or killed in the explosion.
Dumb stunt nearly leaves woman with a broken neck. A viral video in which 2 men attempt to playfully throw a friend overboard offers an important lesson in physics.
Oh my God!
Let's watch that again. Haha, you didn't really think I was gonna throw you. Pro tip, one very out-of-shape arm cannot arrest the momentum of one flying American woman of average mass. And this guy's attempt to abort the throw winds up leading to a way worse outcome than just getting a bit wet. Luckily, the woman's shoulder takes the impact and not her neck. Phew, damn.
Polish dude punches bear on the head and survives? What is it about Europeans and bears recently? Earlier this month, we had a Swede who roared so loud he sent a bear fleeing into the woods. And now there's this bare-footed Polish dude at Warsaw Zoo who apparently decided that just seeing the bear wasn't enough. Nope, he wanted to get up close and personal with the 200-kilogram beast. Not only did he get up close, he then bonked it on the head and somehow survived. Police later found the man at a hospital where he was being treated for a wound to his arm. Authorities said he may be fined around $275 for his actions. Now I don't know about you, but those consequences don't seem too unbearable.
A shopping mall in Dongguan, southern China. A boy of about 5 years old is seen playing on the escalator while a toddler waits at the top. Seeing the older boy playing, the toddler tries to mimic what he saw, but what happens next is horrifying. The boy falls 2 stories to the ground floor of the shopping center. At first, people are in shock. A little boy just fell out of the sky, but seconds later they rush to his aid. Now all this happened last Tuesday, May 19th, and the boy is said to be in stable condition after several days of life-saving medical treatment.
Man blown out of boots by lightning strike survives. Doctors say getting struck by lightning is a 1 in 700,000 chance, and very few would survive. Have you ever thought about your chances of surviving if this ever happened to you? It was a sunny Saturday afternoon in Noonan, south of Atlanta, when Sean O'Connor was raking leaves in his backyard. He didn't notice the sudden change in weather, and by the time he realized, it was too late. He was struck by lightning so forcefully that he tasted blood in his mouth and his leg hairs burned. Meanwhile, his boots, one of which was smoking, were across the driveway. Turns out the lightning strike blew Sean straight out of his boots and zapped his heart so badly that it caused irregular heartbeats. He called his wife and filmed his bleeding tongue and smoking boots to prove what had happened. His wife later rushed him to the hospital, where he was treated for an irregular heartbeat and kept for observation overnight.
Hong Kong woman saved after her hair caught by subway platform doors. Although Hong Kong's MTR has been educating passengers to ride smart, stop when you hear the door chimes, it's still quite common to see fast-paced Hong Kongers rushing onto trains. Yesterday, during morning rush hour, a woman in her 20s with waist-length hair rushed through a John Kwan O station platform right before the train doors closed. Unexpectedly, her hair was caught by both the train doors and platform gate. Luckily, the incident was spotted by an MTR employee who immediately signaled her colleague to press the emergency button. The conductor stopped the train just in time and reversed the train to where it started to release the woman's hair. The woman continued boarding the train later after it was made sure she was safe and sound. However, because the train was delayed by 7 to 8 minutes, hundreds of commuters were affected. Engineer Lo Kok Kyun from Hong Kong Polytechnic University pointed out that there's only a small gap between the train doors and platform gates, and that their sensors aren't capable of detecting objects thinner than 1 centimeter. If the MTR employee had not acted in time, the woman's scalp would have been ripped off. Hong Kong's MTR called on passengers to refrain from charging onto the train when they hear the warning sound of closing gates.